So I wanted to share with you today one of my favorite go-to books in the early morning when I'm first up and coming back into the world and I'm feeling like something very contemplative. I'll often turn to a book called Aphorisms for a Thirsty Fish, The Lost Writings of Wu Hsin, as translated by Roy Melvin. And it's you can open it up at any point in time, so you don't have to read it chronologically. Just kind of open it up and read one or two or three of the aphorisms, and then just kind of let my mind wander within the passage itself and see what message comes back to me. And so I just wanted to share a couple of those with you today. And the first one, Wu Hsin says, the greatest enjoyment is experienced when there is no concern for its duration. The greatest enjoyment is experienced when there is no concern for its duration. So for me, that means, be in the moment. So enjoy what it is that you're doing without trying to hold on to it or make it last, longer or wondering when it's going to end. So a good example of this is when you're on holiday. So, we're loving it and then we inevitably say something like, why can't life be like this all the time? Or as we get sort of midway through the holiday and coming back is starting to loom on the horizon, and we start wishing that the holiday didn't have to end. So instead of doing all of that, do as Wu Hsin says, which is just enjoy the experience without any thought of how long it will last. And I think people do this with happiness too, isn't it? So, we chase after happiness. And then when we have happiness, happiness, we have it and we want to hang on to it. I want to be happy. And I'll make that distinction, happiness. So we want to be happy and we chase that feeling of being happy. But it's fleeting, happy is. And it comes and it goes. And so trying to hang on to it. Then when it goes and we're sad or we're anxious or what have you. So what Wu Hsin is suggesting here is why you have the moment. Just experience the moment with no concern for its duration. And the second aphorism I want to share with you is when there is indifference to outcomes, one is willing to work with less than ideal means and postponement is avoided. And I'll say that again. So when there is indifference to outcomes, one is willing to work with less than ideal means and postponement is avoided. So this is a bit hard. We seem forever attached to outcomes. So this often translates to hesitation. So we hesitate to do something different for fear that it might not turn out well. We hesitate to stand up and have our voices heard for fear of sounding foolish. We all want the conditions to be perfect before we begin a new venture or start a new project or pursue a dream or whatever. All because we are attached to the outcome. Where it's better to do as Wu Hsin suggests here, which is to be indifferent to the outcome. So what will be, of course. And so instead, focus on what is under your control and disregard the rest. And do your best and let the outcome take care of itself. So those are two short ones, and the aphorisms, they vary in length, and they cover all manner of sort of subjects. So, worth getting Aphorisms for a Thirsty Fish. And again, you can just kind of open it up at random, read a few aphorisms out of that, and then just meditate on the passage and listen to the message and apply it to your current situation. Okay, that's it. That's it for me. Hope you are all listening to this in good spirits and life is smiling down on you. This is Clay. Have a good one.